So this is a little silly, but I'll only take a minute and give you guys a quick tour of my plants that I brought up here. So here's some jade plant, and this is terracotta chicken right here. Pete and Jane had this piece of shit on their front porch with garbage in it for 2 years, and then they finally tried to throw it away, and I was like, no. So anyway, terracotta chicken lives up here now with some jade plant. This is dragon fruit that I cut from the plant in my backyard that I took from the Fongs next door when they moved. It's an ancient dragon fruit, and it produces, you've seen the big, beautiful red pineapple-y looking fruit that I'm sure I showed you pictures of, and maybe even left one with you. So that's dragon fruit. I've cut some lavender here, and these are, of course, liquid amber seed cones. You're familiar with these, and I'm going to harvest seed from this and plant more of those. Here's a bunch of Japanese maple in pots here, and here's a Japanese maple bonsai that died twice, and I've managed to bring it back, and it's sitting in a concrete pot that I made. So that's kind of cool. Here's some flowering something or other. I don't know what is going on there. That thing is probably dying. More jade plant that's kind of having a tough time. Here's a ficus, and here's, I forget what this is called, but it's got this crazy root structure under here that I've been cultivating for several years. And basically what you do is every year or so, you pull it out of the pot and you wash the roots off, and you plant it higher and higher and higher, and put it back in dirt, and eventually it will be quite tall with a really interesting root pattern. And then you can like put a big rock in the roots and then replant it and make it look like it's a tree that's been growing on a mountaintop for 1,000 years. Pretty cool technique, but it takes takes about 10 years to achieve it. Anyway, that's from Grams and Gramps Doc. You'll recognize that. And there's the frog he gave me. And then here's one of my nicer bonsais. This is a 3-foot tall liquid amber. It's growing in this shallow pot. And here's a beautiful little something or other. I forget what this is called, but it's died a couple of times in this pot, and just come back to life. I've been ignoring it for a couple of years, and it's really going crazy now. Some more plants back in here. My ficus tree, and another outdoor ficus here in the yellow pot. That's kind of cool. I just sort of chucked it outside 3 or 4 years ago, and it's never been inside. Here's my avocado right here that I grew from seed. Started that about 3 years ago, maybe 4. Nice big ficus tree. I took this from the Fongs too. They tried their best to kill it, and it was on its last legs, and I rescued it. So that's what I have up at the trailer here. Yeah. All I need is some pink flamingos now, and I'm ready. And I'll show you what I've got down in my nursery. Hang on. Here's a little bit of Megabat in his preferred location. Drag him out of the trailer at 8 o'clock or so in the morning and make him sit outside, and this is where he likes to be. And you'll obviously recognize that lounge chair, and it is still holding up. It's got to be 20 no, 30 years old. 30 years old. Same pad, I just flipped it. So we're about to head down the hill where I've stashed the rest of my nursery. And this actually, right here, leads to a little landing and then has stairs that go down to the driveway. And I don't know what they plan to do down here, but I am eventually going to turn it into an apiary, which is a place where you keep bees. I won't, go too crazy, but if I put 2 beehives down here, there's so much lavender and yerba santa and all sorts of other flowering plants that the bees here, there's tens of thousands of bees up here in the spring and summer, all in the lavender, and I'll end up having a couple of beehives down here. But in the meantime, this is where the rest of my plants have gone. And so back there is some Japanese maple, and that pot has oak tree and privet and also some kind of bulb, I think. Oh, narcissus. So brought some of the narcissus back right behind there, and that's from by the pond. So we'll see how the narcissus does. And then oak, and that looks like, I thought that was privet in the back, but it's not. It's camellia. I don't know what that is in the corner there. And then we've got liquid amber, and liquid amber back there in the middle. Oh no, here's the privet and narcissus. There's the narcissus right there. So this is Chinese pistache right here. And narcissus and privet and tall privet. So that's kind of cool. And then there is Japanese maple, and there is some more liquid amber, and then over here Japanese maple, and then this little guy that was dead, but I chucked him in the truck anyway, and he's doing great. Look at that little buddy. Okay, Japanese maple, lots of Japanese maples. That's all Japanese maple except for my pretty little liquid amber there. 3 liquid amber back here. So it's just a little more sheltered from the wind back here, and this is where they'll live until spring. And then we'll see what happens. Oh, that looks like, what is that? That's, if I had to guess, I would say that's pecan. There's some holly or something. I don't know, that might be some kind of oak, but it looks like holly. And that has a pecan in it too. But all of these, every single plant back here grew up from either seeds just falling on the ground or birds planting them. And it's just kind of cool. So I didn't want to dig them up or kill them. And they'll all be able to, if they survive the winter, they will all be able to live their lives happily up here. I even think the liquid amber will like it better up here because you get a regular winter, and they don't they live twice as long when it's cold. So anyway, so that I intended for that to be a minute long, but it was not. It was 5 minutes, and then you can just see right there, that's the little stairway down to the driveway. So okay, nice talking to you guys. Love you.